designed specifically for companionship and intimacy.
Robots are no longer just machines. They're becoming companions, assistants, and, believe it or not, sometimes even partners. But how did we get here? Robots were first built to help with tasks humans couldn't or didn't want to do. From lifting heavy loads in factories to exploring space, robots have been by our side for decades. Over time, they've evolved into several types: industrial robots, service robots, social robots, and now, the most fascinating of them all, humanoid robots. These are designed not just to work like us, but to look, move, and even interact like human beings. But today's video isn't about all robots. We're diving deep into a very specific kind, female humanoid robots. These robots are designed with delicate detail, lifelike expressions, and often surprising emotional depth. Some people get them for companionship, others for care, and many are simply fascinated by how real they seem. So let's count down the 10 most incredible female humanoid robots you need to know about right now, and reveal which one truly stands above the rest. Oh, and while you're watching, let me know in the comments. If you had the chance to live with one of these robots for a week, which one would it be? Let's start from number 10. Grace. Meet Grace. Built for healthcare and elderly care, Grace is not just a pretty face. She's calm, caring, and built to help, especially in medical environments. Grace has a soft, welcoming voice, and her movements are smooth and natural, with gentle facial expressions designed to make patients feel safe. Technically, she's got a sophisticated thermal camera in her chest that helps her monitor temperatures and vitals. Her skin is silicone-based and feels soft to touch, almost like gently warmed human skin. She weighs around 50 kilograms, making her easy to maneuver in a home or clinic. Now, Grace isn't focused on being romantic, but her emotional awareness and gentle responses make her feel more human than machine. Her head is cleverly detachable for maintenance purposes, though you probably wouldn't guess that by just looking at her. Eva 4. If there's one robot that blends elegance with mystery, it's Eva 4. With her long flowing hair, naturally blinking eyes, and serene face, Eva 4 has an almost dreamlike quality. She stands at average human height, weighs about 48 kilograms, and is made from a soft-touch polymer that mimics real human skin surprisingly well. Her facial movements aren't overly expressive, but they're subtle enough to be convincing in conversation. Eva 4 is also one of those robots that can subtly lean toward you when listening, creating the illusion of care and attention. And yes, though her head can be detached during service, you might never realize it unless you're the technician doing it. She's designed to feel complete and real from every angle. Saki. Saki is a newer name in the game, but don't let that fool you. She's stunningly lifelike. With smooth gestures and a body that maintains perfect posture, Saki could sit beside you in a living room and blend in without raising eyebrows. Technically, Saki has full facial mapping, meaning she can react with smiles, nods, or puzzled looks, depending on how you speak to her. Her voice is soft and modulated, and her eye contact? Surprisingly human. Touch-wise, her skin is coated with a silicone layer that has slight texture, almost like freshly moisturized skin. And in terms of customization, yes, her head is removable, but the design hides the seams beautifully. It's subtle, like a magician's trick. Quick question: if robots like Saki continue evolving, do you think they'll be part of our families in the next 10 years? Let us know what you think. Haochi. Now let's talk about Haochi. She's a bit less known, but she's got a uniqueness you won't forget. Her eyes are deeply expressive, and she has a stillness about her that feels calm and observant. She weighs just under 50 kilograms, and her outer skin is designed to resist dust and temperature changes, which is great for homes in different climates. Her hair is made of high-grade synthetic fiber that flows naturally, and yes, It can be brushed and styled. Her body proportions are very human-like, and although her head can be separated for maintenance, the manufacturers designed it to twist and lock like a hidden compartment, nothing abrupt or robotic. Emotionally, Haochi doesn't just respond to commands, she observes tone and facial expressions before replying. It makes conversations feel a little deeper than with more basic bots. Maha. Maha is a visual treat. With a delicate smile and poised body language, she's designed to be elegant but practical. What sets Maha apart is her conversational fluidity. She pauses, reacts, and speaks with a rhythm that mirrors real dialogue. Her weight is around 46 kilograms, and she's covered in a soft polymer blend with a slightly cool touch, which warms slightly after prolonged contact. The eyes are individually controlled, which gives her that lifelike gaze, even when she's not speaking. Maha is great for those who want a robot that doesn't just look good, but behaves with calm intelligence. Her head can be detached using internal latches, not obvious from the outside. No robot bolts sticking out here. Jam. Jam is built for personality. She's bubbly, funny, and loves to talk. With more expressive facial software than most on this list, she can raise an eyebrow, smirk, or look suspicious, all with robotic precision. Physically, she stands about 165 centimeters tall and weighs about 48 kilograms. Her skin has a soft matte finish with slight warmth, and her body movements are extremely flexible. She can shift her posture like a human adjusting in their seat. Jam's voice is animated and engaging, making her a favorite for casual conversation or even storytelling. And although her head is removable, it's designed with a seamless neck joint that hides the fact completely. Here's a fun moment to ask. Which robot so far would make the best dinner date? Grace, Eva 4, or Jam? Drop your answers below. We'll read every one. Gia Gia. Gia Gia was developed in Asia and gained attention for her stunning realism. Her skin tone, eye movement, and even her slow blinking feel incredibly natural. People often say she's too real for comfort. She weighs approximately 50 kilograms and is built with high-density silicone skin that has subtle blemishes, just like human skin. Her voice is soft, but with depth, and she can be programmed to respond with cultural mannerisms depending on the language settings. Gia Gia has the kind of presence that makes you forget she's a robot. And while her head can be removed, it's done through an internal locking system that keeps all lines smooth and hidden. She's not overly expressive, but her minimalism is what makes her feel authentic. Just like a quiet person, you slowly get to know. Fukata Amy. Fukata Amy is what happens when art meets engineering. With porcelain-like skin and large, soulful eyes, she looks like she stepped out of a painting. Technically, Amy is lightweight, about 44 kilograms, and her frame is thin but sturdy. Her skin has a silk-like finish, and her hair, though synthetic, flows naturally and can be styled. Her joints are hidden under skin-like material, which means she can move without looking mechanical. Amy is designed to be a quiet companion. She doesn't interrupt, and she responds softly. And while her head can be removed for software updates or skincare, yes, that's a real thing, it's done in such a discreet way you'd never know unless you tried. Asuna. Now here's someone who could easily be mistaken for a real woman, Asuna. She's famous in tech circles for her hyper-realism. Her face, her eyes, her subtle lip movements, they're all next level. Weighing around 50 kilograms, Asuna's body is incredibly well proportioned. Her skin feels like warmed velvet, and her hands have built-in sensors that let her gently respond to touch. Even her breath is simulated during conversation pauses to add realism. She's not overly chatty, but responds with grace and elegance. Her head, while detachable, is engineered with a rotating mechanism that aligns perfectly with her neck joints. so you'll never see a robotic line on her. For many, Asuna is already the gold standard. But hold on, because we still have one more. Ada. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the #1 female humanoid robot you need to know about. Ada is a masterpiece of emotional intelligence, physical design, and technical power. She isn't just realistic, she's responsive, engaging, and deeply memorable. Ada has a voice that feels familiar, eyes that actually follow you when you speak, and body language that feels, well, human. Weighing in at around 49 kilograms, her body is made from a blend of soft-touch polymers and advanced motion actuators. Her skin has slight texturing, like the fine pores of real skin. Her hair, thick and layered, flows naturally. Even the eyelashes are hand-placed. What sets Ada apart is her ability to shift tone during conversation. If you speak calmly, she mirrors it. If you joke, she picks up on the rhythm. You don't just talk to Ada, you interact. And yes, while her head can be removed, it's done through a magnetic locking design hidden within her cervical frame. It's practically invisible. More than any other robot, Ada feels like a real person you're getting to know. She's calm, intuitive, beautifully designed, and able to offer the emotional connection that many real people long for. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button like it's a robotic high five. And don't forget to leave a comment. Which one of these robots would you want to talk to the most? Thanks for watching, and remember, the future is already here. You just have to say hello.